What's up, everybody, and welcome. Let me unmute these guys. They're all
Wow.
chitty
Oh.
chatty over there. Welcome to the Llama Game Show Diablo 2. That's the name is a work in progress. It's the Diablo 2 Game Show with your host, Mr. Llama SC, and we've got a lineup today.
Let's go with some trivia.
Thank you,
Had some
Raging.
Bezos bucks.
That is not the lineup. Here is the lineup. We have got Cooley in the top left, your returning champion. Go put the crown over on his head. Returning champion Cooley. He's either first or last, and he was first last week. Sweet Phil joining us again. Welcome. Happy to have you in. Been a few weeks.
Thanks for having me.
Gymnasium popping on by, a regular of the show. And good old Gotenheim as well. Always fun to have you here. 4 wonderful Diablo 2 streamers. Go check them out at their things there. And I will put links to their stuff in the description when I do the upload. Again, this is always when we do the upload of the video. This is the live stream. People always get in the live stream comments and they're like, there's nothing in the description. I'm like, yeah, we're not there yet, you know? Like, give it a second. But they're excited. You know how people get. They get excited. Today we've got a little bit something different. Today, that's what I was missing. Today we've got something a little bit different. Today is going to be a Buzz in live show. So the way this is going to work, if you've seen the show Actually, it's a fun little nerd game show. I love the setup. We're going to go ahead and take the setup and port it over here. I am going to read you a statement of Diablo 2 with something incorrect in it. You guys will buzz in using your handy dandy buzzers, and you will just have to tell me what it is that is wrong with the statement. If you get it right, you get a point. If you don't get it right, it goes to the next person that buzzes in. We'll go through the order of the buzz, and then you'll have to wait your turn. I'll clear buzzers kind of when nobody's buzzed in there, if you want to buzz in again. Actually. So pretty simple overall right there.
Do you have to say actually before?
You do not on this show.
Actually?
Right. I always felt like you definitely can be annoying and throw the actually in there if you would like. I'm not going to make a requirement. I always feel like that's pretty cheap with the questions in Jeopardy or whatever. Just, do that. There you go. Yeah, cool. You're rocking the look for sure.
If it was part of the rules, then someone doesn't do it. You're like, actually.
Right, yeah, you snipe it in with the actually here and stuff. It's a little too nerdy for me. We're cool guys. We're D2 players. We're cool, So that will be the game. Anybody have questions on the rules here, or are we understanding?
Guess
No.
we're good.
We're good
Jam
to go.
Slam Alabama.
Oh God! The biggest thing is you can buzz in at any time. You do not have to wait for me to finish the question. You are allowed to just buzz when you are ready to buzz. You can interrupt me when that buzz hits. That is your time to answer the question. So yeah. With that being said, are we ready for question number 1?
Let's do it.
Good to go. Question number 1. Before Diablo 2 Resurrected fixed next hit delay, there were a variety of spells that actually blocked each other out from damage, as only one next hit delay skill could do damage at a time. Some notables included Shockweb with a 25 frame next hit delay, Multiple Shot with a 4 frame next hit delay, yes, Gymnasium.
Holy Bolt did not have a next hit delay.
That is correct. I didn't even get down there.
man.
You read faster than I can
Coming for
speak.
blood.
Tornado with a 25 frame next hit delay and Holy Bolt with a 4 frame next hit delay. That is correct. Holy Bolt does not have a next hit delay. Well done. Coming for blood. 1 point.
My God.
Are we supposed to have? Sorry, are we supposed to
Gymnasium.
have your stream up on the side to read? Should ask that, I guess, too.
Yeah. You can have it up on the side
That's
to
fine.
read. Yeah, you guys can read as well through that. I mean, that seems to
I
make
just want to make
sense
sure I
me.
can mute you and yeah.
Wow. Well, don't
All
mute.
right. Wow. Wow. This is gonna be.
I mean, that's...
This might be. You might want to change that rule because can you imagine? Like, no one in the VOD is gonna. This mechanic, ding,
Ding.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
I know, right? I feel like it's better to have it readable just because some people are visual, you know? But
yeah, I am.
But we could I think having it readable is still the right way to go.
All right.
I think it is. If we need to change in the future, we'll change it in the future. Thank you, Tubbs. Question number 2. Also, before we finish that, next hit delay is now fixed, and it is so much better because this was like one of the most annoying like mechanics in the game when you'd have like your trap assassins and your tornado druid and your multi-shot Amazon and all these, and they literally would just block each other out from doing damage. Like a fast shooting multi-shot Amazon, like half of the monster's time is in next hit delay, even with the 4 frame there. Or, God forbid a trap assassin uses shockweb, an entire second that you cannot deal damage. And then the shockweb gets priority anyways after that second to hit again. So literally like you just do 0 damage. It was pretty messed up. So yeah, thank God they fixed it. That was a big one.
It was a big change, but it was a good change.
Yeah, that was definitely a really good change. All right, question number 2. Buzzers are cleared. Let's pop in. Mercenaries in Diablo 2 can be buffed with items. However, not all of the bonuses always apply. For instance, plus all skills will increase his base skills, but plus skills will not benefit skills given to him through an item, nor will a specific plus skill, such as Bash for an Act 5 Bash Merce, increase his skill either. Cooley.
Bash can't spawn on any items.
I believe it can. There would be items that could give plus to Bash.
No, there's not. It's a protected skill that can't spawn.
But
it's a combat skill on the barb tree that can't spawn on barb helms.
Hold on. That you are all right. Affixes Diablo 2. That was an example. Do I want to give it to you?
It's technically, I mean, charges won't count. Like, obviously, that's not what we were talking about here. It's plus the skills.
Right. It's
Bash can't spawn.
Plus to skills.
Maybe there's 2 in this. Maybe there's 2.
Bashing, stunning, concentration, grim ward. That's charges. You are correct there. Is there any unique that has like bash?
Nope.
Don't think so.
I hate that you have ruined this.
Your example got ruined.
I was just picking an example of a random thing. I should have picked Fire Arrow for an Act 1 Mercenary.
Actually, Mr. Llama.
I'm going to give you the point, but I don't feel good about it. Okay? It was supposed to just be a random example, but I do believe you are correct. I cannot think of a single thing that gives plus 2 bash, and that is something wrong with this statement. The answer I was going for is that it will increase that skill. So if you do have plus to Fire Arrow, it will increase the actual Fire Arrow. Or if there was a plus bash, it would increase the bash.
But now we all learned something.
But
Look
now
at
we
that.
all learned
Yeah.
something. You know, I knew there wasn't. Okay, just awful. Truly, just the worst. Corrections from Diablo nerds, man. Yeah,
Hey, that's what this game's all about, right?
It is, which is why, in the spirit of the game, we must give it to Cooley here, because technically, you did correct me on something I was incorrect in setting up there. Yeah, one of the like. This is probably one of the most common questions. I don't know about you guys, but one of the most common questions that I feel like I get just from all of the different YouTube commenters and everything like that. There's so many that are like, do I increase the aura of the might or conviction aura from my infinity if I give plus skills to him? And things like that. And it's like, no, you can't increase the infinity conviction, but they're like, does the plus skills apply to his? So yeah, and the mercenaries are confusing. They don't fully, they work a little bit differently, right? They're a little bit trickier. Yeah. All right. Question number.
Well, hold on. You got to reset the buzzers.
Yeah.
I don't want to reset your buzzer.
Oh man! All right.
Question.
I see how we play.
Buzzers reset. Question number 3. Shrines are a fun addition in Diablo 2, granting temporary bonuses. A few of these, like mana recharge, armor, skill, and combat, only last for 2 minutes time. Others, including the resistance shrines and experience. Yes, Cooley.
The experience shrine doesn't last for 3 minutes.
Can you expand on that?
It lasts for 1.5 minutes.
That is not correct. I will continue. Experience shrine lasts for 3 minutes, but the longest is the stamina shrine, lasting for 4 minutes. Goat and Jim. So, Goat, you go ahead.
Okay. Stamina and experience shrine both last for 144 seconds.
That is incorrect. Gymnasium.
The experience shrine lasts 144. The stamina shrine lasts I think it's around 3 minutes. I actually don't know, but it's not 4 minutes.
Jim, you are the closest to correct here. I'm going to give the point to Jim. I feel he was closest to correct. None of these are correct because Diablo works in some weird time difference of like 4/5 time. So the combats and armors and those last for 96 seconds, an experience shrine 144 seconds, and a stamina shrine 192 seconds, all of which are not any of the minutes here. If you put them into what like Diablo time, is, then it does last for those. But yeah, Blizzard seconds are actually faster than normal time seconds is what I was going for. A little bit of a tricky question, but Jim did nail it in the way of giving the stamina shrine and the experience shrine being in their times, and then the others are 96 seconds. So
you freaking speedrunners knowing exactly 144 seconds. This is
a very specific question.
It is an extremely specific question. I will note, but it is an important one. Like there is a pretty big difference between those when you're actually considering.
You gotta ask me like, what's the breakpoint for sorceress or something?
That's where we're at, Phil. Okay. we'll have to break that down a
Not
little
the low
bit.
ones, just the one that's around 100.
What is the breakpoint for 13 FCR, Phil, for a sorceress? For a bonus point.
I said not the low ones.
Not the low ones, just 63, 105, and 200, right?
No, just the two. Just 63 and 105, yeah. Only those two.
Okay, Phil, what is below 63?
Oh, no. Oh boy. Put me on spot too. Is it 40? 8?
It is 37.
I can tell you what's below 63. Noobs.
Noobs are below 63. Don't worry. Cooley didn't know that one either, Phil. Don't worry. That's a speedrunner question, because 37 is like you always are trying to hit that 37.
Gotcha. I'll learn one day.
Cooley answered the 13 frame FCR breakpoint.
I could have figured it out. I knew it was the same as a barb, and on a barb you aim for 37 in PvP. I could, if you would have given me like 30 seconds.
Yeah,
I could have got it.
There you go.
The 13 frame is 0 faster cast rate. Well, 0 to 8.
Yeah, exactly. Well done. 48 is a frame, though. I just want to note, Phil. 48 is for paladins and necromancers. And then druid has a 46, I think, right? Druid's like the one weird offshoot.
Yeah, druid has some weird breakpoints.
He's got some weird.
All right, let's have a secret. Let's have a secret bonus question for Llama. All right, what's the hidden breakpoint between on a barb or sorceress between 63 and 105?
The hidden breakpoint for an animation, a frame potentially.
Action frame.
An
yep.
action frame. God.
Someone in your chat got it.
Dude,
Someone in your chat got it.
I'm not sure I know that. 86, 83.
86.
Which one is 86? Yeah,
86.
I did not know that at all.
Weird. That's a hit recovery breakpoint.
Yeah, that is the hit recovery breakpoint too. That's weird. I didn't know that. Not know there was an action frame on there.
If you have these, so it's known in PvP because if you have like historically, if you have a barb and you crank them up to like 65 FCR, people are like, all right, I'm going to start teleporting way faster now. But what happens is your action frame actually hits in the animation 1 frame slower. So like your animation is still faster, but your teleport feels weird, and you start getting like these double tellies. So if you go up to 86 FCR, it starts feeling right and faster. I mean, both of them are faster, but you'll start getting double tellies if you don't go to if you go above 63 but not to 86.
So when back when swap casting was a thing, which basically what you can do is you could use one skill to cast another skill. It was a very strange, weird thing, but you could like teleport while using frost novas and stuff. Yeah, I'm not giving Cooley a point for his information. It's cool information. He doesn't get a point for it. But back when swap casting was a thing, and you would do that, like I say, you could use something, and this was a way that you could actually do stuff like cast lightning faster, because you didn't have to use the slower animation. You could cast your lightning with a faster frame. But one thing that was really interesting is you could frenzy with the barbarian, and then you could teleport using your frenzy, and you would teleport way faster because it would be on the teleport. It would be on your IAS frames instead of your FCR frames and stuff. But there was some weirdness I also felt with there may have been some action frame things or something like Cooley was talking about with it. Because I always thought, man, this looks and feels really strange based on how it is. I wonder if there was something like that. I wonder if I was on like a 63 breakpoint. And I mean, I was using IES though. I have no clue. That's probably an extra thing. But it was always fun, but it was wild. Yeah, it was a very wild time. But cool information, Cooley. Thanks for teaching us something new, you nerd. All right.
Actually.
Question number 4. The Mahim-Oak Curio is known as the Tens Amulet, granting plus 10 or 10% to all but one of the following: defense, enhanced defense, bonus to gymnasium.
It gives 10 to everything except defense.
That is incorrect. Cooley.
Enhanced defense.
That is also incorrect. I will finish.
What?
Defense, enhanced defense, bonus to attack rating, all res and attributes. Sweet Phil. Phil, you're muted.
Bonus to attack rating?
That is incorrect. You do get 10% bonus to attack rating.
I know exactly what it is.
Goat?
I know exactly what
do
it
you
is.
Do you have a guess here?
I haven't read the question.
Goat one. Yeah, we
I'm
can
too
finish
slow.
the question for Goat here.
Yeah.
Poor goat.
Mahim-Oak, granting plus 10 or 10% to all but one of the following affixes: defense, enhanced defense, bonus to attack rating, all resistances, and attributes.
I think one of the 10% is 5%. I don't know.
That is incorrect. I will give a couple more. Buzzers reset.
All right.
Cooley?
Is it $5 attributes?
It is not $5 attributes.
God, what is this?
Copy.
Gymnasium?
It's missing an affix.
Which affix is it missing?
Light radius? I don't know.
It is 10 to light radius would be wild.
No, it's not 10 light. Yeah.
That is
I love
incorrect.
that there's five. There's
I'm gonna call it here. We've kind of
on this.
we've really gone through the entirety of this question.
Let's keep it going. How long can we fail on this?
Yeah. Yeah. The correct answer is it is not all but one of the following. It is just all of those. They all are plus to 10. That is, the amulet is 10 defense, 10 enhanced defense, 10% bonus to attack rating, 10% all resistances, and 10 to attributes. It was a trick question.
We really overthought that one. We overthought that one.
Yeah,
You slow down a little bit.
It was a dirty trick question. Yes, the correction is no, that is just what the amulet does. It is just 5 10s. And I feel like it's slightly underrated for playthroughs and stuff. Like
the trivia life.
That's actually not bad.
Terrible.
It's not great, but 10 all res, 10 attributes, 10 bonus attack rating. Obviously, the defense stuff is whatever. Like, you get that on an early barb or paladin, New Zealand, and I feel like it works up until you're like 20s, 30s, maybe a little higher. It's like a tiny prismatic ammy, exactly, with some other nice bonuses.
I was thinking you can just craft a prismatic ammy with 6.
Sure, but then you're like, what?
Yeah, it's really bad.
Yeah, you're like 16 to 20 all res. You get a little more res, but you're dropping the attributes and stuff.
I found Mahim-Oak Curio on my first ever classic playthrough and scrapped it for some rare that I found immediately.
Yeah, I mean, that does happen.
It is a bad ammy.
It will happen. It's definitely in the lower tier, but I think it's better than an immediate scrap. All right, you can get a minute out of it or something.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that point will go to nobody, unfortunately. Which brings us to question number 5. Oops. The Travincal, and specifically the Blackened Temple, is an extremely memorable location in Diablo 2, featuring 3 unique council members and their minions. The first unique council member killed drops Khalim's Flail, which is needed to complete the quest Khalim's Will. Yes, Gotenheim.
Second unique for Coop.
Wow, that is correct. Didn't even get there. Gotenheim crushed it. We will finish the question. The third unique council member killed drops a Haragic Cube for any member without one. It is actually the second unique council member that will drop the cube. That is correct. Well done, Goat. Got that speed read going on right there.
I didn't get there. Yeah.
I read it backward this time.
You read it backwards this time. I love it. Wow. That is
40 chess over here.
That is some wild 40 chess, especially considering the correction is not always at the bottom. Like, there will be questions where it's at the top and in the middle. But hey, maybe you've gamed me. Maybe I did not write enough of the question. I put too much towards the bottom. Interesting.
Half the time he's going to be right.
Yeah, I mean, hey, three guys are reading from the top. Goat's reading from the bottom. He's playing 4D chess. Very smart.
Playing the odds.
Very smart. Question number 6. Circlets in Diablo 2 are known for being exceptionally strong, granting bonuses that other rare helmets do not have, such as faster run walk, attack rating, all resistances, and faster cast rate. Yes, Gymnasium.
The other helmets can come with Visionary mod, which is attack rating %.
Not what I am going for. I am looking for the specific affix of attack rating, though you are correct that Visionary mod can spawn, which is attack rating per level. But I am trying to go specifically for this affix. They come in a variety of styles, including normal base type of circlet, exceptional base types of tiara and coronet, and elite base type of diadem. Yes, Gotenheim.
Rare circlets can have one walk.
Rare circlets, what?
It can have one walk.
They can have one walk.
I read wrong. Never mind.
Yeah.
I read wrong.
Cooley.
I think I'm already wrong. I tried to go back and reread it, and I think I'm already wrong.
We go ahead and venture a guess. Let's hear it.
It's basically gonna be the same as gyms. Like they can spawn with attack rating.
Okay,
like,
yeah. No.
At first I was gonna say other helmets can spawn with like faster run walk, but then I read rare and I was like, oh,
yeah. It's
damn
not
it.
peasant crown
okay.
or yeah.
Yeah, I was like, oh man, all right, I screwed it up.
Phil, a guess ventured.
I don't know. Are they circlets not considered like the lowest item type or something?
Circlets are a normal type. Yes, that is a correct thing. Cooley buzzing in.
Coronet is not an exceptional base.
You know, I don't think you actually know this, but that is correct. A coronet is a normal base type.
Yeah. You let me on the right track. I was like, I heard Sweet Phil, and I was like, one of those actually isn't. I was like, is it tiara or coronet? And I had to think about what appears in gambling.
Yeah.
And it was like coronet, and I was like, okay, that must be the original base type.
Yes.
I thought it had to be one of those, but I did not. Yeah. Obviously,
you're on the right track.
Thanks
for pointing me in the right
direction.
Yeah,
you pointed Cooley there. You fed the point over to Cooley.
I do what I can. Do what I can.
It was a team player. Very kind.
This is teams, guys. You guys are getting slaughtered.
That is correct.
After the stream, by the way.
This was a user submitted question right here, and I got it wrong. I thought coronets were exceptional as well for the first bit. I was like, I don't know what's wrong about that. Like a coronet's exceptional.
I learned something. Yeah.
Yeah. No, it is actually a normal type. The only exceptional is your tiara, and then elite base, of course, is the diadem. This was brought up in Zarfin's stream today. Wow. Maybe he should not be such a nerd, and he should come to the game show, and then he could, win some points over here for once. Zarfin.
Yeah. Challenge runs. LOL.
Right.
Trivia is where it's at.
Trivia is where it's at, man. Game show. That's what we're all popping off for. All right. Well, point to Cooley there. Thanks to Sweet Phil. Sweet Phil, just know that you get like a spiritual point in that you gave it a little bit too Cooley. So that was that was very nice of you. Question number 7.
Reset the buzzers. Reset.
Okay. Right, question number 7. Last Wish is known for being the most expensive rune in the game, containing 3 Jaw, Mal, Sir, and Burr. However, with cost comes power, as it grants a level 17 Might Aura, 330 to 375% enhanced damage. Yes, Gotenheim?
Not holy bolt, but charged bolt.
Wow, Gotenheim reading from the bottom again.
Again.
Man, you've gamed me. You've taught me that I need to make sure I also have it more up in the top. Maybe everybody should read from the bottom. Yes, I'll finish reading the question and go through. 60 to 70% crushing blow. It also has a bunch of chances to cast a variety of buffs, including level 11 Fade, level 18 Life Tap, and a level 20 Holy Bolt, which isn't really a buff. I don't know why I put buff in there. But yes, that is correct in that it is level 20 Charged Bolt, not Holy Bolt on cast. Or on attack? on strike? On
Striking.
striking. I believe that one is on striking. Yeah.
And you'll get wrecked at Uber Bell.
Yes. Last Wish. I'm kind of a little sad that Last Wish doesn't see more play, you know, just because it's a very unique and like interesting item. You get the fade, you get the life tap, you get the.
Well, the reason it doesn't see play is because it has hit blinds target, and that's literally the biggest non-bow on the weapon. If it just didn't have that,
yeah,
which I think it comes from what, the jaw, or it comes from one of the runes, I think, or I could be wrong, but either way, like it has hit blinds target and it overwrites life tap.
Right.
It might be. I'm not
Jaw
sure.
is ignore defense.
Jaw is the ignore
Jaw's
defense, which is good. Which one? Maybe Sir or something?
Something. Whatever it is.
Yeah,
like it
Sir
has
Rune is hit blinds target. Yeah.
Yep.
Which is just annoying.
So you work so hard to get, like, I think I tried to put together this barb once that had, like, you know, could cast amp and, you know, then hit with this, and it's like, and I'm like, oh, I guess the life tap overwrites that.
The life tap will overwrite that.
And then the hit blinds target is like overwriting everything. I'm like, what? This is the worst thing ever.
Yeah,
like,
it's truly unfortunate that it just. I really hate that there's so many items in the game where they just kind of like either didn't think of that or whatever, that where it just like keeps overwriting itself. Like the Gavel of Pain, right? Also has chance for amp damage on striking, but then you have a chance for Iron Maiden when struck. And so then like you're in there fighting, but then like you're like, no, I just want the amp damage.
Yeah. Like when I was doing those Uber Tristram world record speedrun attempts there, like, you know, the meme world record runs, I was so confused at one point. Like I just casted amp with Gavel, and then I swapped and started smiting Andariel or Lilith, and she was Iron Maiden, and I was like,
you're like, what?
Like, did I just glitch the game? I was like, did I just glitch it? Like, what just happened?
No, it is just a terrible like addition of onstruct to the item.
And especially when you only have 3 charges of amp, like,
right?
And oh man, that's so bad.
Yeah, which is also such a funny thing. Like amp damage charges are like so impossible to come by, but you have your Gavel of Pain with 3 charges on it. Like that's super fun to go repair constantly and figure out.
Yep, super expensive.
Yeah. All right. Question number 8. Rumors arose in Diablo 1 about there being a secret portal to a cow level that would open by repeatedly clicking the cows around town. Blizzard referenced the false rumor in StarCraft by adding in a cheat code, "There is no cow level," which revealed the entire map upon use. Later on, Diablo 2 is made, and sure enough, Blizzard added a secret cow level that can be formed by transmuting Wirt's Leg and a Tome of Town portal. Dead silence there. Cooley.
The code didn't reveal the entire map in StarCraft.
Can you be more specific? I will give you the point unless someone else can tell me what the code actually did. No. Go, Jim.
I'll
Phil?
unbuzz, I guess.
No idea.
Actually, this is a D2 questionnaire, not a StarCraft.
Get him.
Well, the point will go to Cooley. Yes, the code did not reveal the entire map. That was Black Sheep Wall. The actual code of "There is no cow level" did win you the game immediately. It would just end the mission and just push you to the next mission, ending in victory. So pretty
I've literally never played StarCraft. I just was like, everything is true.
Everything else is true. So you find what's
this has
false.
to be this.
Yeah.
That was my thought process.
I also considered doing some pieces with the clicking of the cows in Tristram, because now when you click the cow in Tristram, it just blows up. Which I thought there's a couple little like fun, pieces to all of the lore of this, right? Like, again, back then people had these rumors. Blizzard was like, no, that's not a thing. There isn't a cow level. They're like, no, you got to click all the cows in order a portal open full of demonic cows. And then it shifted over. They actually put it in. But now, of course, you do go to Tristram still and you click the cow, but then there's Wirt's leg and you get that instead. And, it's just kind of a cute addition.
Well, information flowed a lot slower back then, so you could easily troll a lot more people for a longer period of time.
What happened to the internet, man? Now you can't troll anybody just instantaneously. It's just like
the L is real troll in Super Mario 64. That one was big. Anyone get got by that?
Wait, what do you mean the L is real?
L is real, or is if you run around the fountain in the ghost area like 3,000 times or something like that, you'll unlock Luigi.
So did you run around the fountain 3,000 times to disappointment?
I did not. But I probably would have if I would have known it back then. I definitely would have been that type of gamer.
Totally fair. Yeah. I did not hear that one, but there were many of those. I remember in Tony Hawk Pro Skater, there was somebody said if you beat the game with every single character, got all of the like objectives, got all the secret tapes, got gold medals in every single thing, then you would be able to unlock these like additional characters. And there was video of those characters, but I don't think that's how you unlock them, because I beat the game with every single person and everything, and I never got Spider-Man or the Mall Cop. So I don't know how you actually get I still don't know to this day how you actually unlock them. I never actually figured it out. I just spent like a year of my life going through and beating and getting gold in every single competition and doing all that, and then nothing happened. And I was like, man... Oh, that sucked. You got 100% all the levels? I did do that. Games. Yeah?
I think I remember having the cop.
You got Mall Cop?
Obviously decades ago.
And what?
So.
Well, man, what did I do wrong? Huh.
Well, sounds like a skill issue.
Back when Phil had long hair and I used to skateboard.
What?
Loved Tony Hawk back in the day.
Dude, we got crazy. Do you got pictures of this? I want to see long-haired skateboarding.
I pull them up like once a week on stream because it's
really. Yeah. So you've got it handy, is what I'm hearing. And you could send it over and we could see it. Is what I'm hearing.
Just replace Phil's avatar.
Phil's avatar, yeah. Camera gone. We're just doing long-haired Phil. That's it. You could grab your skate with your web and What? I want Spider-Man. How do I get Spider-Man and Tony Hawk? This is ridiculous. I don't know. Do you guys get got in any games like that where you spent like a year of your life doing something for all for naught?
Nothing comes to mind.
No.
Oh, there it is. He said it. He said it, Lava.
With the sickest shirt I've ever owned on to in that picture.
That is pretty dope, man.
Hold on, let's see this.
Do you still have this shirt? You should wear that on stream.
No, that shirt was a medium. I was probably about 50 pounds lighter back then.
Oh,
Same
wow.
height, but I had no muscle on my body at all.
Where's the chat?
Do you know the streamer High Time?
Yeah.
I don't. I guess not, no.
Okay. Y'all look alike.
A good-looking fella.
All right, hold on. We got this. Add image. Here we go. Oh my God, there's so many clicks to get here. Worth it though. Wow, look at that good-looking fella.
Let's go.
Dude, you totally look like a skateboarder at that line.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That is the look.
Nasty Atreyu shirt. Just so
Nah,
tight.
bro, this is a public place. I can skate here.
Yeah, no, it's good, bro.
Pull the wax out of your pocket for put on the curbs. Melting your mom's candles down so you can take them up to the post office.
Wow. Back when Atreyu was good. Yeah. I love it. I love it. We should have a photo time for streamers. That'd be a fun one. Maybe we'll do that in future trivia. Who was that streamer? All right. That was question number 8. Resetting the buzzers. Thank you, Cooley, for being on top of that. Question number 9. The skill Critical Strike doubles physical attack damage on success, even when barehanded. It is mutually exclusive with Deadly Strike and Masteries, meaning if one is successful, then the others don't apply. However, Cooley,
they don't have a chance to do quadruple damage ever.
I will finish reading here. However, a Mercenary summons innate 10% chance to crit does stack, meaning they have a chance to do quadruple damage. Cooley, that is incorrect. Gotenheim, what is your guess?
I'm trying to understand what you mean by mutually exclusive.
You only get one.
All right.
So there is a formula for how they stack in their chances, but you cannot double strike or crit strike and also get a deadly strike and get this. Yeah.
I guess the crit chance is 5%.
That is correct, Gotenheim.
Easy.
Yes. Mercenaries and summons non-player characters have a 5% innate chance to crit. And that does stack, meaning if they do a deadly strike or a crit strike and then also have their 5% chance, they will actually do quadruple damage as opposed to just the double damage. Cooley with his arms crossed. He doesn't like that answer. He's upset about that one.
I didn't even know. I didn't know that. I almost said that, like, the mercenaries can't crit. But I was like, I'm pretty sure that even if they can, I was like, it wouldn't do quad damage. So, but yeah, I guess it does.
It does seem unreasonable, like an unreasonable thing, considering how much they go out of their way to like prevent double crits from all the other forms. But yes, it does stack in the 5% there. This is also for also for like your Iron Golem and just any of those non-player characters. They just have that 5% chance innate. So Emilio, you know, he's the real hero here. He can really take it on. Well done, Goat. That brings 3-3 for Cooley and Goat. Let us move to question number 10.
Not before the reset, though.
Stygian dolls are some of the scariest monsters in the game.
Didn't reset.
Corpse exploding on hit for 50% physical and 50% fire damage. Gymnasium.
The damage cannot be blocked.
The damage can be blocked. The safest way to handle them is to let your mercenary fight them, as they will not take damage from the explosion. Gotenheim.
Only the physical can be blocked?
That is not correct. Cooley.
The mercenary does take damage from the dolls, but it's not as much.
He does not take damage from the explosions. Phil, would you like to?
Let me see the question up there one more time, and I can maybe
Here you go.
shoot a guess somewhere.
Stygian dolls are some of the scariest monsters of the game. Corpse exploding on hit for 50% physical, 50% fire. Can be blocked. The safest way to handle them is let your mercenary fight them.
Is it not 50-50 on fire physical? Is it
That is correct, Phil. I'm going to stop you there before you talk yourself into incorrection.
I'm not talking anymore.
It is correct. Yes, physical dolls are 100% physical damage. They are a different explosion, not that of a corpse explosion. So corpse explosion, as we all know from the Necromancer, 50% physical, 50% fire. But the doll's explosion is 100% physical damage. You can block it, but if you have like many dolls around you exploding all over, you know, that's not always the best way to try and deal with it. Additionally, if you're like amp damaged or something, which in hell you basically are permanently amp damaged, it's a great way to just die. So yeah, letting your mercenary tackle them is the best, as they do not take any of that damage from the explosion.
I almost buzzed in and said, actually, Stygian dolls are not the most scary monster. One of the most scary monsters. Only if you're a noob.
No point for Cooley on that one.
Crazy enough, I didn't really know this, but for some reason I thought it was 100%, but I wasn't going to say it because, and if you made me say a percentage, I wasn't going to say 100 because it sounded ridiculous and I didn't think it could be right, but I don't know why I thought it was 100% physical.
I didn't think it was either. Like, that's...
Yeah,
weird.
It makes sense thinking about it, though, because, like, when you're amped, the doll's explosion is doubled, whereas, like, if you get corpse exploded by Nilithak, it's not doubled, it's only, 25% more, whatever.
50, yeah.
Yeah, I just kind of knew that it seemed like resistances never helped you against them, so
they do
that's
not.
Kind of what I was thinking.
Yeah, that is correct. Resistances don't help. Lower resist doesn't hurt. It is just purely a physical act of brutality. Go ahead.
And when it comes to dying in Diablo 2, I consider myself kind of an expert. So.
You're pretty good at that one. Honestly, I'd say all of us are probably experts at dying in Diablo 2. I feel I would be curious how many deaths in total. Like, I wish we had a counter for each of us.
What is a death? What does that mean?
Remember when we necroed and I 5-0'd you?
Oh, God.
Yeah, the 5 times that your character died. I can bring it up. I can play the video.
Oh, I lagged out. I lagged out of the game. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, that is a death. No, it'd be hysterical to just like look at the stats of how many times we've all died, because I mean, it's got to be like close to 6 figures. I feel like for me, I mean, right? I mean, a good 5-figure number of deaths in this game.
At least.
At least.
Do some quick maths, you know. Like
I don't want. I don't want to do all the math.
2 to 5 times for the last 10 years, you know.
Right.
Like 7,000.
Yeah.
Quick math.
Oh, I'm way above that. Easily in 6 figures. Easily. Well, I don't really have a bonus question here. I probably should have set something up for that, but we will just run dual winners. It's just gonna be that.
If you don't beat the champ, you can't be the champ. All right, I'm sorry, Goat. If you don't beat the champ, you can't be the champ.
And there goes a crown to Goat. Cooley and Goat sharing the crown today with 3 points. Gymnasium with the 2, and Sweet Phil coming in at the end there, snagging a point.
One in at the end.
He did, and he was just warming up. If this is a 20-point quiz, man, Phil was getting ready to pop off. Well done, you guys. Getting 9 out of the 10 there. Just the one trick question that tripped y'all up. That was a fun one. That was a fun, different style for sure. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Yeah. I can
could add a few more questions.
Yeah, make it a 20-point one.
Yeah, because I mean, we could rapid fire some or something that are
true.
Yeah,
it's true. Though I do like the little pieces, the chit chat in between to hear about stories, learn some other things.
Yeah, that's fair too.
Coolly nerding out, giving us all sorts of weird action frame stuff. And
I was waiting for the Kano picture to flash, but we had Cooley flash Kano stream earlier, so.
That is
you should have seen it as soon as Llama joined the call. I have a TV mounted on the wall back here. I was just sitting here chilling, and I was like, "Oh, sorry, I was watching Kano, like Kano was up on stream," and I was like, "Oh, sorry, I don't want to miss my favorite streamer for this," Sorry.
So with that, Cooley actually loses the crown. Goatenheim is the winner today. Congratulations to Goat. Well done. nice win for Goatenheim. That was the tiebreaker, and Goat one through not speaking. That's right.
Try not to get deducted.
Yes, just not losing points. All right. Well, that is the end today. Please go follow these great creators. They are creating all sorts of awesome Diablo content. Always a blast having you guys on. GG. Congrats to Gotenheim again. And I guess Cooley. And I will see you guys in the next Diablo 2 trivia.
Thanks for having us, Llama. Appreciate it, man. It's always a blast.
For sure.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Good
See
time.
ya.
Yep.
Peace out.